Welcome to POSTCAST tonight, where the Jazz finished this road trip at 2-1, and they also finished this incredible swing of 24 games on the road out of 39 games, one game above 500. This looked pretty dreadful early, Ron. They made a little surge late in the second quarter, and they seemed to self-inflict themselves to go back down 11 before they came out. Earl Watson playing for Jamal Tinsley, and the Jazz really came out with a fabulous surge there in that third quarter, and they, other than a few mental breakdowns late, never relented. It was very impressive.
Well, the key here, David, I thought was they got aggressive. I thought they were soft in their first quarter, and the Pistons just really took advantage of them. And then the adjustment that I think that Paul Millsap and Al Jefferson made, because they were overplaying the post, and they were overplaying Jefferson over the left shoulder. So then they start working the high-low. They started getting some points there in the paint. But the key here is that the Jazz got aggressive themselves and fought back, and the intensity picked up and gave themselves a chance to win.
I'm a bit mystified by this team as we're almost halfway through the season, that at times they still don't understand what makes them good. Is that just the reality of this league, or what is that?
I'm struggling with that as well, because there are times when I think this is a much better running basketball team. Tonight, I thought this is a better half-court team. I thought the adjustments they made, again, really worked for them. But the key was on the defensive end of the floor. So the identity of this team, I think, is still up in the air. I mean, I'm really not sure, but they're doing a great job without a true point guard here, because Burks came into the basketball game, and I thought when he came in, that elevated the intensity that the Jazz needed.
Well, that changed it. They were down 39-24. Burks came in. The Jazz surged, got it to within 11 at the half. Then they made their run and they took their lead, but Burks came in again and held it and really played well in that period of time. And you know what? I think we probably have to be a little bit more specific. It's the Burks, Foy, Hayward mix. Because when it was Burks, Carroll, Hayward, then there's not enough ball handlers on the floor and it gets a little sketchy.
Yeah.
But it's the Burks, Foy, Hayward mix of those three that are kind of, each of them are able to do enough to be able to carry the ball handling.
I agree with that, and I think as Burks is going to continue to get playing time here, he's going to really have to work on his ball handling and pace of play, because they're a much better basketball team here as of late when he's running the point, because they offensively, he's a threat. Offensively, with Watson and with Tinsley, they defend the Jazz a lot different, you know. But also here, David, now 15 of the next 20, is that right? The Jazz have at home. There's going to be a lot of practice time now, so you can get better.
Jazz do not play back-to-back road games until March 4th and March 6th. They play 5 road games in that time period. They're all single games that they play in that period of time. That's really a pickup. Al Jefferson deserves some mention for 2 things tonight, I thought. One, I thought he played the best pick-and-roll defense of any big on the roster, which he usually is criticized for. They went at him back-to-back times, got nothing, and then they started to isolate Favors off Villanueva and then went at Millsap instead when they didn't get anything off Jefferson, so I thought he deserved credit there. And the other one is he played a lot of minutes last night, and he ran out there for 17 straight minutes in that third quarter and was effective for the whole thing with another 2010 night.
And I totally agree with you. I thought defensively he played probably one of his better basketball games. But then offensively, I thought he really adjusted very well to the way Monroe was playing him, and was able to get some Jazz some points in the paint. I think the Jazz only had 20 points in the paint there in their first half, and so they did come alive here in the second half.
To back up Rong's point, the Jazz allowed 26 points in the first quarter until that flurry at the end where they really fell apart and did everything imaginably wrong. They allowed 25 points for the first 19 minutes of the quarter. You've mentioned aggressiveness, but can you get more specific about what they did well defensively?
Aggressive, I thought they were soft. You notice how easy the Pistons were scoring there in the first half, and you know that you can't win that way on the road. You have to be match the intensity that teams have on their home floor. And I thought the Jazz were able to do that. They got aggressive. I mean, they had some fouls. They gave up some fouls to some guys, but still, they were able to get it done.
All right, final thing, because I know you got to go. See the little boys' room after TV doesn't let you get away at halftime. We've all said this whole year, you got to stay your head above water.
Yeah.
Okay, this is it. We've gotten to the point. We get to see our families again. They are 20-19. Is that head above water?
That they have survived the first 2 months, and as of tonight, the Jazz have played more road games than anyone in the NBA. And so now they get a chance to see what they can do with these home victories.
What NBA legend was that?
That was...
they all just come by to say hi to you.
Yeah, he played for the Detroit Pistons years ago.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. They all
what
just
can
come
I say?
by.
You know.
What you noticed is he walked by Ron, immediately puts the hand out, regardless of who it might be.
Yeah.
He is Ron Boone. I
Hall
missed
of
you
Fame?
tonight.
No.
Hall of Fame nominee.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame nominee.
2 years in a row.
Hall of Fame nominee Ron Boone. I'll never have that title. So I admire that.
Yeah.
All right. I missed you tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I missed you.
Okay, good. Thank you. Oh, how cute.
Oh, yeah.
See ya, Jazz playing